Good evening. This is Shindo. Thought I'd do a video about this. This is Black Lives Matter again. Eric Garner's daughter had some interesting statement to make that was a headline in the news. Now, Eric Garner was the man who a couple years ago was selling cigarettes and was arrested. While he was being arrested, they used some kind of chokehold on him. This was in New York. While he was being arrested, they used some kind of chokehold on him. If you remember this, he's one of these monumental Black Lives Matter sort of their founders, the people they look up to, like, you know, most Americans look up to George Washington or Lincoln. These are the fine founders, the people that were so bitterly treated. This guy, Eric Garner, a couple years ago was selling cigarettes, and he was choked during the time he was arrested. Of course, he was resisting arrest, which is what all of these Black Lives Matters superstars do. He was resisting arrest and he got choked. They say that the choke killed him, but no, the choke didn't kill him. He died of a heart attack on the way to the jail. But I'm sure that him having a heart attack on the way to the jail was all the white policeman's fault. Now, I want to do this video just to show how fruitless, how worthless it is for you libs out there, you liberals, who seem to think that kissing the ass of these Black Lives Matters people does something. Eric Garner's daughter had something to say yesterday to the mayor in New York, who is an ultra liberal. The mayor of New York has a black wife. So, here's the headline of this article from Complex. Here's the headline. Eric Garner's daughter to Blasio, the mayor of New York. Quote, just because you love black pussy don't mean you love black lives, unquote. Yeah, this is what you get, liberals. This is what you get for kissing the ass of these dumbass Black Lives Matter folks. Eric Garner, daughter of slain Staten Island man Erica Garner, Erica Garner, daughter of slain Staten Island man Eric Garner, has condemned New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio for not releasing the disciplinary records of the police officer who choked her father to death in July of 2014. Now, again, he died of a heart attack, but he was choked to death. On Thursday, she seceded. Okay. Okay. On Thursday, she seceded, I don't know what that means, de Blasio in a tweet that said, quote, just because you love black pussy don't mean you love black lives, unquote. Referring to de Blasio's wife, Charlene McRae. Garner also said that by not releasing the records, de Blasio was effectively, quote, covering up this modern-day lynching by their henchmen, the New York City police, adding that de Blasio was rolling over for white supremacy. Both New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio have demurred from the responsibility of releasing the officer Daniel Pantello's disciplinary records. Cuomo alleges that the city's responsibility to make the decision and passing the buck, and de Blasio has said Section 50A of the state civil rights law prevents him from publishing the records, according to the New York Daily News. In February, Garner endorsed Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders for president in the deeply personal video you can watch below. So this is what it gets you, folks. All of you liberals out there, you bleeding hearts for the Black Lives Matters, because of how persecuted they are. It's so terrible how in this country all they get is, free house, free money, free everything. All they have to do is ask for it. But they're persecuted by the police. It's a shame. It's a shame that I, as a white man, have to sit back and watch a bunch of low-life blacks having their ass kissed by a bunch of beta males who happen to be in control of this country. For the life of me, how the hell did this happen? When did it happen? When did this country become a country that has to kiss the ass of a bunch of low-life blacks like this? Please explain it to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Back in the 60s, during the Civil Rights era, they had all kinds of reasons to protest the black people back then. What they called the colors back then. They had every reason to be angry with the United States. But that was corrected to some extent. Oh, it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. And yes, there are racist cops. Hell, I've dealt with cops myself before. Pulled me out of a car, thrown me down on the pavement for speeding. That's happened to me. I know that there are crappy cops out there. There's probably a lot of them. But why is it that these people who are a small minority, even within the black community, seem to be the ones who are in control of everyone and everything? Things got to change. Things got to change. And unfortunately, when you go through a change, folks, it's very rarely painless. So the excitement continues. If you like what I do, please subscribe, comment, click like, and share my video. This is Shindo. Have a good day.